Tell you now, Mr. Williams.
Well, I am, for tonight I am, but a little bit late tomorrow night. I suppose a little bit late again on Friday night, Saturday, I suppose.
Well, that's all right just now, but in winter, when you get home, you and the family are pretty well on your own, aren't you? More or less cut off. What do you do with yourselves?
Well, we amuse ourselves more or less by, card games. Now, you take Tuesday and Friday. My wife, she goes down into town for shopping. Well, she brings forth the comics. Well, the kiddies, they amuse themselves with that. And, of course, I have an extra pair for myself, you see, for Tuesdays and Fridays.
They're comics nights.
They're comics nights,
yeah,
as we
what
call
about the
them.
other nights?
Well, now then, you take Monday night and the nights that's not comic nights. We play cards. So it's either West with the odd one out, or maybe Rummy, or I may turn around, I may teach them another card game. We may have that when the novelty's worn off. We turn around and we take either Ludo, or Snakes and Ladders, or Dominoes, and again, the kiddies come along and they may turn around and have another jigsaw to come.
But after the kiddies go to bed, what do you do?
Well, now you take, last winter, I had 4 calves, little 4 calves in the shed. Well, I reared them.
I see.
You see, well, when the kiddies was all fitted up, well, I was odd man out on the card games last winter. And I came, you see, and looked after my calves so that they was happy indoors and contented. So was I outside, you see, with the calves.
You'll get together with your neighbours sometimes, though.
Well, that's very rare. We never go into one another's houses here.
Now, why is that, Mr. Williams? In an isolated community like this, I'd have thought you'd been always visiting.
Well, no. That's you're out of countenance there, because independence is the whole secret of it. Independence to amuse yourselves and carry on things with things like that. I mean, say, to thought and think. You could think for yourselves. It's more or less think for yourself. I mean, say, if you go into the town, it'd be too easy because it's man-made. Entertainment's laid on for you. Well, whereby in a place like this, you've got to make your own entertainment.
Yes, but why not make it with your neighbours?
How come? Why? I mean, say, they've got their entertainment. I mean, say, they amuse themselves. I may say they amuse themselves on
This is the only place I've been in, you know, where neighbours didn't visit each other. None of the wives seemed to visit each other even for a gossip.
No. I mean, say, we're neighbourly, we're friendly. I mean, say, we'll help one another if it's wanted. I mean, say, we're not afraid to ask, we're not afraid to shirk. But, I mean, say, we don't run around into one another's places. We don't stand about for half hours and as they usually do, you know, and talk about nothing. I mean, so we seem to go forward with life. We don't seem to hang back and talk about nothing. It's, well, as I say, we've got to think. Now, take recently. I've often pondered, was there a man in the rocket that landed on the moon, that the Russians put there? Because they were so sure they were going to put it there. Was there a man? Was it man-guided? That's often been in my mind. Then again, how did the chimpanzees that the Americans put up? How did they get them back again? How did they get their information back again that dropped, not recently, from these spaceships? How did they manage to work it by remote control?
You never think
like
about homely things, like what Mrs. So-and-so was
No,
doing last
that
night.
doesn't worry me in the least what she's talking about and what they're talking about.